Assalamualaikum and hi, every good day to Dr. Siti Zubaida and our fellow friend. We are from Group 6 and like to present our project title, Operational Plan for Speaker. My name is Hanin Farhana binti Jamaluddin, ID number FA18006. I am the first presenter. I will be presenting about the product tree for speaker. So, essentially, speaker have three main parts: front cover, speaker motherboard, and back cover. For the front cover, it has four child, which is speaker peppercorn, speaker gasket, dust cover, and plastic knob cover. Speaker motherboard and back cover, both of them has two child, sound speaker and knob volume, while back cover, speaker base and screw.
Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Umar Khalid, ID number FA17008. I will continue the presentation regarding cost analysis. The figure shows bill of materials of sound speakers with 10 individual items with a total cost of 42 ringgit 92 cents. The sound speakers have the highest cost of 11 ringgits each to provide good quality sounds. Next is the break-even analysis. We assume that 9,500 units in demand annually and having 4 workers employed in productions with a total of 311 working days in 8 hours day shifts. Having the total material cost and labor cost calculated, the variables cost per unit is 47 ringgit and 66 cents, and the fixed cost of 130,200 that consists of rent, bills, maintenance, and more. Gross margin of 40%. The selling price for the speaker is roughly 80 ringgit per unit. With data we calculated before, the BEP for the speaker is 4,026 units to be break even for the 9,500 unit demand. This chart shows the break-even point is where the interaction between the section between the sales and the cost, as the fixed cost is the same throughout the year.
Let's move to aggregate planning. To get a worker required, you should to calculate the average unit produced, average working days for 12 months, and time taken to produce average unit. In our product, we required 4 workers. This data shows you our forecast demand from the first month until 12 month. We got 9,500. Every month, the demand is either constant or increasing. This is a good trend for us. Next, solving the aggregation planning using a pure strategies. Based on the data given, we can calculate between the level production strategy and the chase demand. Did you know the difference between that? I have 2 points for the level production strategy. First, it has constant regular production. Second, use inventory to absorb fluctuating in demand. In contrast to chase demand, for chase demand, it hire and fire worker to match demand. For our product, we find the chase demand is the best strategy for the sound speaker production. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Nawawi bin Nordin. My metric number is 17004, and for today I will present about the production planning and control from Group 6. My topic is MRP. MRP is well known as the material requirement planning. It's used to manage the manufacturing process. The MRP that we use is lot for lot for the first part. It has requirement quantity, gross requirement, schedule receipt, projected hand, net requirement, other receipt, and finally order release. For the first part, for the gross requirement, we will use the requirement quantity for the forecasting demand. The first part is the first month. The first month that we use is 600. The second month 600. The third month is 650. The fourth month 650. The fifth month 750. The sixth month 750. The seventh month 850. The eighth month 900. The ninth month 900, the 10th month 950, the 11th month 950, and the lastly, for the 12th month, 950. It follow up with the forecasting demand from the aggregate planning. Next, we will continue for the gross requirement. It will copy from the requirement quantity to the lower as we use the speaker as the full part for overall of MRP. The schedule receipt is 0 for the beginning, and the project on hand is 0 for the beginning because we don't have any inventory. For the net requirement, it will follow the gross requirement as it follow the chase demand, and order receipt also will continue to follow the net requirement and the gross requirement. And finally, for the order release, it will follow up with the second month 600. It is because we use a lot for one. As you can see, the aggregate planning for the chase demand strategy that we use is the value from the first month until the 12th month. As you can see, as I click and square up there, we can see the value is copied to the gross requirement. For my next example is the sound speaker. Sound speaker has a lot size 1. The gross requirement for this part will be multiple with 2 because this product have a 2 on the left and the right side of the speaker. So this value will multiple with 2 from the first month until the 12th month. It will multiple with 2 from the value. For example, for the first month have 600 will multiple with 2, it will be 1200, and the value is constant go down, and due to lot size, the value of the second month will be goes to order release for the first month. So as you can see before, the part will multiple with 2. So for this part, it will multiple with 14 because it have 14 screw. So as a result, it will multiple with 14. So the product will follow up with the same one from the top until the bottom. It will go same with other part. So that's all for me. I will pass my EOQ to Papawi. Thank you.
Good day, doctor. My name is Pavitran Sekran. My metric ID is FA17018. I'm here to present about our production planning control project from group 6. Let's moving on to my part. Economic order quantity, EOQ. EOQ is the ideal amount of order size of a company should purchase to minimize the total inventory cost, such as the carrying cost and order cost. The table below summarizes the economic order quantity of each components of the products as the components listed below according to the BOM. So let's move on to our calculations. Optimal quantity per order, square root of 2 KD over H. K is stand for cost of placing order, D is stand for annual demand, H is stand for annual per unit carrying cost. Annual inventory holding cost, HQ over 2, annual ordering cost, KD over Q. So the total annual inventory cost is the sum of annual inventory holding cost and annual ordering cost, which is HQ over 2 plus KD over Q. So the number of orders is annual demand over optimal quantity per order. So this is just the formulas for the values needed to build the EOQ. The full EOQ calculation has been provided in appendix. Thank you.
As a conclusion, with a 40% gross margin, we are able to achieve a selling price of 80 ringgit with a cost variable of 47 ringgit and 66 cents. With these numbers, we break even for the speakers is 4,026 units, been sales with annual demand of 9,400 units. The strategies that we use, that we chosen, is a chase demand strategies, where the cost will be much lesser than the level strategies. We also able to track the MRP and the EOQ of sound speakers. So that's all from us. Thank you.